Welcome to our first module, Employer Expectations and You. What we're going to talk about in this module is how meeting employer expectations can equal winning. Employers expect employees to be at work every day, to arrive at work in time to be ready to work when it's time to start, to complete work in a timely manner, and to work without constant supervision. Employers also expect employees will solve problems without any help and that they will accept changes in their process or production willingly and be able to roll with that change and still be productive. Employers expect people they hire to be at work every single day. And while employers know that employees get sick or the family members of employees get sick, or there are emergencies that happen that prevent their employees from being able to be at work, they still expect that we will show up for work every single day. Missing work, especially when it's unexpected, should be very rare. Businesses run on what they produce. Production means profit, and profit also means payroll. If businesses don't make money, they cannot pay their payroll. When an employee misses work, there is one less person producing. If no one is working to produce, or fewer people are actually there to produce, it hurts the bottom line. Less production means less product to sell, which means less money in profit, which then means less money to pay an employee. Getting to work every day isn't just about making the boss happy, it's about producing for the company so the company can pay you. Employers expect the people that they hire to be at work, ready to begin work when they are scheduled to start work. A good motto to remember is that 10 minutes early is actually on time. Getting to work in time to be ready to start work when it is time is important. If you arrive for work at 8 a.m. and starting time is 8 a.m., chances are you aren't actually going to be able to begin work until about 10 minutes later. Now that's only 10 minutes, but in a week's time that could add up to almost an hour, and it's 10 minutes less productivity. And as before, the less a company produces, the less it has to sell, and the less money is made, which means the less money they have to pay employees. Employers need to have employees who can work without being supervised all the time and can figure out how to solve a problem without help. Times are changing. Technology is changing. Equipment, processes, and how work is completed, all these things change. It is extremely important that employers can count on their employees to work with new things, to be willing to learn new things, and to not complain about having to learn new things. New things are not always bad. They usually make the work easier or better. New technologies and processes help businesses produce more. When a company produces more product for less money, they make more money. The more money a business has made, the more likely they are to stay in business and to pay their employees more to work there. Again, if a business can't be productive because of absenteeism, tardiness, or employees are resistant to change, they produce less. Therefore, they make less money, and they have less money to pay their employees. If a business can count on their employees to be at work on time and be willing to make changes so that they are more productive and efficient, employees make more money generally, because the business is more profitable and more productive. So you can see that there is a relationship between how successful your employer is and how successful you are. When you have a job, you have a relationship with your employer. Just like personal relationships, you have to work at this one. When you work at a relationship, how do you know you have won? How do you know that you have succeeded? You know because you reap a benefit. It's the same way with work. If you change your perspective so that you realize that working hard and exceeding employer expectations is good for you, you win. Meeting employer expectations are great. Meeting expectations by being dependable, showing up on time, ready to work every single day will make you a winner. By meeting expectations, you will have a job you can count on and a paycheck to live on. If you exceed employer expectations, you win more. By exceeding expectations, getting to work early, learning how to do things you aren't responsible for, never missing work, you can reap real benefits such as pay raises, promotions, things like that. Either way, doing what your employer expects is of great benefit to you. Having a job is not just about going to work. You have a relationship with your employer, and you have to work at it. If you change your perspective and realize that working hard and exceeding employer expectations is good for you, you win, your employer wins. Always be sure to be working on your relationship with your employer. Now let's talk about something called locus of control. Not locust, but locus of control. A locus of control is something that everyone has. It is a belief about your circumstances in life. Some people think that what they do affects what happens to them. And some people think that what happens to them affects what they do. So a person with an internal locus of control says, I command my destiny. And a person with an external locus of control says, everyone and everything else controls my destiny. Now, are either one of those statements actually totally true? No. While outside forces don't control everything in our lives, neither do we. It's finding that balance in our locus of control that helps us to really begin to win. Finding that balance means accepting that while everything is not within your control, exercising good judgment about what is within your control and responding positively to what is outside of your control is your responsibility. It is accepting that not everything happens to you or because of you, but some things happen to you and some things happen because of you. Everyone has problems or obstacles. Winners realize that his or her problems are a part of life and that no one else is going to resolve them for him or her. Your problems, your obstacles are only solved and conquered by you. Having a belief that you are the ultimate captain of your ship will keep you out of the rocks. Remember, not everything happens to you, not everything happens because of you, but you can choose how to respond to either.